All right, I'm going to try that again. I just flipped the camera and turned the whole thing off. I don't know what is wrong with me lately. So, good morning. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you with a Brewed For You card. It was a request from one of my stampers, and so I thought I'd make a fun man card. I'm going to be gone this afternoon. I have something going on with the Wisconsin Parkinson's Association, so I thought I'm going to come early instead of late, so that's all a repeat of what I just said. If you were here the first time. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to get started with this super cute little card here. So hopefully I don't knock the whole thing over again. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness sakes. Hello, Cindy. I'm throwing the camera all over the place, and I don't know what's going on with me. Here we go. Let's make it bigger. So, Brewed For You is from the annual catalog. Comes in a bundle. Here it is on page 83 of the annual catalog. Super cute, lots of fun. So I'm going to show you, here's the stamp set, super cute. And here's the card that we're gonna make today. Ta-da! So you can see, I used the puff paint here. So my beer has a nice head of foam. So cool. All right, here we go. So let me put this to the side. I have this down for in my buffet here. So I'm using the He's the Man, He's All That, I guess it's called, or He's the Man, DSP, designer paper. So I have some things cut already. I have to stamp my mugs, but I'm just going to do the front part here first. So I have 3 different papers, actually 4 different papers, all from that same designer paper. I love that paper. Can I say that again? I just love that paper. So here we go. This covers everything. So here I used the front and the back side on this this particular sheet. So I'm just going to glue this into the background. You don't see much of it, but it's there, and it still gives you some background. And I liked how that looked. So it's just another element. There we go. And what I did is I stamped everything. I have everything attached to the front of my card, and then I did the puff paint at the end. So I just have all these little squares to glue on here. And I just kind of centered them. I wanted them the same here with a little bit showing up there. And then this one goes down here, just like that, because my circle with my words is going to go right here. So I just, I glued these down. Normally I'm already putting stuff up on dimensionals, but because the glasses of beer are going to be up on the dimensional, I left these flat. Because it's enough adding extra texture with the puff paint too. So I got these all cut last night. I designed it last night and got it all cut. So for tomorrow for class, this will be an option for some of the whoever's coming to class tomorrow. You may do a, if it's hot, we maybe need a bottle of beer, but you may do the beer card. Sally, this is for you. Sally requested it. She bought the set, and then I had done one card with it and hadn't done anything for a while, so I said, okay, we can do that. We'll do another one. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue my big circle down. I have it kind of layered up so that the top with the DSP I printed on. I did my, here we go, just like that. Kind of goes off a little bit there. So on this DSP, I stamped on it. So normally I don't, but I did on this one. So there we go. There's our whole front lickety-split all done and ready. Now we're going to do some stamping. So I have my, here we go, all my little verses here. I'm using Memento here for the black, and I'm using crushed curry. So here's my Memento, here's my crushed curry. Here we go. So on this piece, on the circle that's going to be raised up, I have Oh Ale Yes. I thought that was so cute. So I'm just going to I hope I get this centered here. Give it a good press. Let that ink soak in. Ta-da. All right. Set that aside. Then my beer bottles. Not bottles. They're mugs. This would be an icy cold frosty mug. There we go. I need 3 of them. I'm going to do one inside the card too, but these 3 will be cut out. So just ink that up. Ta-da. Just like that. I might as well stamp the one inside as long as I'm stamping here. So let's pull that to the side and try to get that straight. Cheryl. There we go. I just did one inside. Okay, now I am going to put that back in there. Put the beer in. So I'm going to pour the beer. I used crushed curry. You could have used like, brown and maybe stamped it off, or had a, have a nice deep lager. Here we go. I love beer. I don't have it very often. We used to go out and do a lot of sampling of beer. Peter loved beer too. So we would go out with some of his friends when he was working at Harley Davidson, and we would meet and then go and sample different beers, which was so totally fun. Here we go. Nice cold glass. There. Ta-da. Beer and pizza. Can't beat it. Okay. So now I have the beer. I do have dies to cut that out. And then I'm also cutting out the topper, the foam for it. Now you could, if you weren't cutting it out, or even if you were, you could use the lines. They have stamps for it too. So one for the glass and one that fits over the mug. But I decided, since I was going to put the puff paint on, I'm just going to cut it out. So I'm going to bring over my Mighty Mini here, and we will get those cut out. So I'm using plate number 1. I feel like it's a game show. Plate number 1, plate number 2, and my beer mugs here. So unfortunately there's only one, so I have to cut numerous times. But what I'll do is I need 3 toppers and 3 bottles of beer, 3 mugs of beer. So on the end here, I'm going to put this piece in and get one, try to get that done at the same time. See that? Hopefully it'll fit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we'll cover this up. No, don't move over. You have to share the space with the glass of beer here. Okay. This moved just a little. There we go. Okay. All right. Cross your fingers. Let's try to get this going here. Come on. Push it through. Oh, this guy moved. When all else fails, just muscle it through. There we go. Okay. Okay, we've got one of that. We've got our beer. Yay! So here's the topper. I'm going to set that off to the side here. And we will keep moving. We got to do a couple more. So I think I'll do this one. And then I'll cut this one off and do it so it's a smaller piece of paper. And get my other thing in here. So my topper. I'm moving everything all around. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is so early. I'm usually just designing at this point in my day. Oh, and the dog's trying to leave. Okay, there we go. She got out. That's good. Okay. Another glass of beer poured. One more. And on this one, I'm going to take my paper snips and just snip this off so I'm not I don't have all this extra paper in here. There we go. Okay, here's my beer. Beer here. I feel like I'm at the ballpark. Beer here. All right, and then let's cut one more foam, beer foam, the topper. And then I've got all of my cutting done. See, that's why I did the circles ahead, so you wouldn't have to watch. And for the circles, I used my very favorite stylish shapes. They have the stitched circles, squares, tags. I just love that set. In fact, I probably need to get another one because I use it so much. It would be nice to cut extras when you're in class so you don't have to wait. There we go. Okay. All done. Let's put this over here. Don't want to lose my little dies here. Okay. Whoops. Now we have all our parts. Let's put them together. So what I do when I put the foam on here is I just put a little tiny bit of a glue here right along this edge, just a little. And then I press my foam down into it so it'll go, oops, come on. It's going to cover this edge just a smidgen, but I just kind of hold it down here, go like that. Move it over there. So there's my beer. So I know that it's not attached here, but I'll show you how I'm going to fix that so it doesn't get caught when you're putting your card in and out. So again, just a smidgen. And here we go. Get my beer on, foam on straight. There. And one more. I don't know why I always turn it, but it's just something I do without thinking about it. Okay. There we go. Ta-da. So, to fix that little thing where that's worried, I am going to pop these up on our card front. So what I did was I just put dimensionals right over the top of that. So it kind of joins those two pieces together. So here we go. Here's my dimensionals. So I'm just going to overlap that and go onto that little piece like that. There we go. I know I use a lot of them, but you know, that's how it is. I could use the tiny one there, the mini dimensionals, which I dearly love. But again, even on the top, I'm adding the dimensional behind there. And that just holds that on without having to try to mess with gluing that little piece on. Get over there. I have a little sticky spot here, I guess. Okay. I sound so bossy. I'm yelling, I'm bossing my paper around. Move over there. What are you doing? Okay. Okay, there. Okay, so here's my card front. So then I'm just going to kind of, I always like to lay everything out, how it's going to go before I pull off the tape and glue it on there. So it's just going to go just like that. This one's going to go under there a little bit. I should have left a little more room. That's okay. There. Because then this piece is going to be up and it's going to cover the edge of that glass. But that's okay. All right, let's put this one on first. Start with the bottom one. And then we'll do, I'm not sure how this is going to work with using the embosser. So with that puff paint, that's what you use. You use the embossing gun, the heat tool to, the puff paint goes on like a liquid and then the heat tool just puffs it up and makes it look really cool. So I'm sure we'll use it for Christmas, but this was the perfect thing to use for a nice head of beer here. There we go. Okay, so here's the puff paint, and it says to shake it up really good. And what I did, let's see if all this stuff is going to go flying when I start this up. Okay, so I shook it up, and then it's pretty pointy little top. And then I just kind of filled in the area. I went in circles and just kind of filled in all over. Tried not to get the bubbles, but I just filled in where the foam should be. I don't know if I'm using too much, but I think it looked cool. I was happy with it, so there we go. I did all three, and then put the cover on. All right, now we're going to see how this works in real life. I'm not sure. Hi, Patty. Here we go. Did you use a nice cold beer in Florida? Okay, so I get pretty close to it, and then you're just going to keep heating it until you see it kind of puff up. And it will. At first I thought, oh, I'm burning it, but I'm not. It's just because you see all the dimples kind of pop up here. And come on. See that? It starts, see how it looks brown? I'm not burning it. I'm just letting it cook. So I have a nice frothy head of beer, foam on my beer. Moving to the second one. There's kind of a gloss to it, and I think once the gloss is off there, you know that it's not gonna, that it's done. Okay, there's a little bit a spot over here. I'm just going to go back over it. All right, my third one. I'm going to keep in the camera here so you can kind of see how cool it looks when it's... Ooh, that's hot. That baby's hot. Be careful when you do it. Okay. Go straight down on this area here. Ta-da! I think I'm ready. Okay. Let's turn this off. And look at my foamy beer. Isn't that fun? It's really cool. Now, I know it's curved now from heating it up, but once you glue it down, you're all good to go. So I'm just going to put my adhesive on here. There we go. And I'm going to put some extra down the center here. And we'll attach it. I put it on Cajun Craze. So I brought that color back that the little striped DSP has on there. I thought it was a nice, nice to brighten it up. So give it a good press. It's so cute. I love this card. I hope that my stampers love it as much as I do. I just think it's fun. All right, and then I have my little verse to put on, and we're gonna put that on with dimensionals, and I'm kind of putting them to the inside because it's gonna go over that handle there. I just did 3. All right. So try to get it on straight and even. I'm trying to center it in the circle. There. Ta-da! So cute. Okay, so the inside of the card I have just a plain, no foam on this one. I could have stamped the foam on. Maybe I should do that just to show you. So here, I keep one of the layers of plastic. I usually keep the thinner one, but on this one I have the heavier one. When I put my photopolymer stamps in, I put a coat of plastic over the top. I keep one of those only because sometimes they kind of fall down inside there and go together, and I didn't like that. So I keep that piece of plastic and use it in there. So here's my memento. So I know it's going to go off a little bit, but that's okay. You'll see what this looks like here. So it just kind of goes around your, ta-da. But this fluffy stuff is totally cool. I like the fluffy foam. Okay. And then inside I used the crushed curry. I believe. No, I used black. Never mind. Memento. So the verse inside says, another round for your birthday. So for your beer drinking friends, this would be a fun card. There we go. Ta-da. Let's layer it up on some black cardstock. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. So much fun. I was just smiling the whole time I was doing this. I was like, oh, it was time for a beer card. Thank you, Sally, for the request. I was happy to do it. Makes my job easier when I know what people want to see. I know I have another request. Joan requested a Christmas card with the Scotty dog, which I didn't have that set yet, but I guess I'm going to have to buy it because I'll get it and make a Scotty card. Christmas. We'll play with that for a while. Ta-da! So there you go. Brewed For You. Such a cute set. Comes with, I don't have them all here, but it comes with dies. And so you can even cut out the circles if you wanted the beer. It'll cut out the little strips for the beer. You can do wine. It's just kind of a fun, there's hops and there's some little leaves in here. It's a fun set. So there you go. There's my card for today. Oh, ale, yes. Another round for your birthday. All right. Let me turn the camera around. Ta-da. Try not to flip it off of here. I don't know why. Hello, Evelyn. All right. So that's my card for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with Winging It on Wednesday. Not sure what I'm planning on doing yet. We have class all day tomorrow too. So we'll see what's happening. And I will see you then. Have a great, great day. Thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.